Hey YouTubes, welcome back. You're at Dan's Tiny Garage and I'm Dan. Today we're getting back into the 76 Camaro and we're going to hopefully get this door glass in. So let's get into it. We got some tools, parts, and materials to go over. Obviously we got the door glass. We got a crank for the rolling up and rolling down of the window. We got various plastic washers, nuts with various washers, special washers. We've got extra parts. We've got this roller and this roller. So when I refer to the glass, I'm going to say the hinged side of the door, and I'm going to say the latch side of the door instead of the front and back, because front and back could be left to right also, right? I mean, depending on how you're looking at it. So we'll just be a little bit more specific for everybody. Hinge side, latch side. Don't forget your glasses. If you're like me, you need your glasses. I took the time and I printed out a little illustrated parts breakdown. Came out blurry, so I don't need my glasses for that, but it gave me a little bit better idea of how the order of the parts go. And then we also have the passenger side to refer to. So I've got a flashlight so I could see down in there, and then for these special little washers here, you see how they have the center holes threaded and then they got two other holes. Well, those two other holes are for a special tool to go into. That was my roadblock last time. I didn't get that far because I couldn't find the special tool that I bought. Spent 19 bucks on it. When the whole time I could have taken a cheap Chinese socket that I never use from my socket and take it, and I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Holding it back. Okay, I guess there's some pollen, there's dust in the air today. So you make your own special tool with a cheap socket that you don't use, and what that'll do is that'll go right. So there you go, your two holes, you got your two tabs, they go in there like so. And then you just turn it and tighten it and loosen it as you need to. So now I got two of these special tools. This one's going to be better because it's already made for a ratchet, so it's already built. Now let's get into putting this thing together. I located these in the holes for the door glass, these rollers, and I think they need to kind of drop in first, and then we'll get the easier of the two, because there's a rail that goes along this part here, and that bolts to, the glass bolts to that rail, and then these are just guides in the other rails. So there's rails and there's other rails, and there'll be a time lapse of all this, so if you don't get what I'm saying, you could always comment below and ask me, or you could look at the time lapse and try to figure out what the heck I'm doing. But yeah, I'll do the best to get this so you can see what's going on. Alright, let's get to it. is working. I can't believe that stupid little clamp. That stupid little clamp is actually working in there. Come look at this. I never would have thought of myself either. I cannot believe that clamp's holding that like I need it to. It's just got enough room in there. I don't know if you could see it or not, but it's pretty amazing. All right, back over there. Try that. You good? All right. Gotta get that bolt back up through there. Now the clamp's in my way to do this. That's the good thing about working with clean, fresh hardware. If you got to start a bolt, usually it could go easy. You could do it with one hand. I held it with my index finger and used my middle finger to kind of start it, turn the nut. And I went right on there. So that's lucky. Let's see, I'm going to need an extension for my rachito. It's glass, so I don't want to push it. Yeah, it's got it snugged up good there, though. And then now I got the other guy to do. I don't even know if that'll even index. Alright guys, so we can see I got the glass in. It's pretty much adjusted now. I got this felt piece bolted in, and there's less of this type of play in it. So I don't know, maybe we want more. We want it to be up more. What do you think? I mean, I did it with the door closed. No, I did it with the door open. So let's try something. Let's try loosening that. Sorry for all the movement. I'm just using two hands. So let's loosen this. Get it to slide forward for us.
slid way up there now. Yeah. Yeah, so she's got less sag there now. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Sweet. I have to trim that rubber off. Keeps wanting to do that, but that's no big deal. So guys, there you go. There's a door glass installed on a 76 Camaro. It did have a power window regulator, but I don't know, the old cranks are fine. I like the old crank style. So it's cool to go back in time, right? Sometimes go back in your progress, but I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go ahead and go through, give her all the bolts a snugging down, and then call it a day. Alright guys, here it is. The door glass is installed. So we got a little bit of a seal issue right now, but the weather strip's old, so we're not worried about that. We're worried about getting the door open and closed without it messing up the glass and cracking the glass. So I used some tools, parts, materials that I didn't account for in the beginning. So add tape, gorilla tape to the list, and a spring clamp. This little guy here, this guy, he helped out. And then the parts, I had those felts. This guy here, this felty guy, I'll put this in on the other side. The other one's a little old, but we got the felt and we got the bolts. So we were able to get this stuff together and we got it done. So what's the big deal about getting the door glass in? Well, I've been talking about it for months, and you know, I lost the hardware for a while, got lost in the shuffle, and I went to look for a tool, found the hardware, so I was like, yes, I could do that door glass finally. And the other thing about it is, you can see I still need to do a damn old floor in there, and every time I do it, I work on it and come back, it's just surface rust again. So now with the glass in there, I could work on this and hopefully it won't be as rusty. It's going to be rusty, but not as rusty. You got to have some expectations of rust anyways with this crusty old girl. But you know, for $150 for the set of doors, that was a bargain. Had to do a little rust repair along the bottom. That's holding up, it seems. And got the primer sealer on there. Got the glue from the duct tape when I had plastic over this. Now I don't need to do that. I get some acetone out and clean this up. So guys, that's going to be the video on the driver's side door glass. The passenger side's already done. We got the crank handles. I'm not going to actually put them on permanently yet because those clips are a real pain in the butt to get on and off. And that's it. That's going to be well, it's a mess. Well guys, we got door glass in the Camaro. That's awesome. It's good stuff. But I got this mess here I got to put away. See it? As with any project, all the tools, parts, materials that you have out, you're gonna have leftovers and you're gonna have tools to put away. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the content of the Camaro. And you know, there's always other content. There's dirt bike stuff, not a lot, but I need to get on that. There's regular street bike stuff. There's old Ford pickup truck stuff. There's 2021 Bronco Sport stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. There's doggy stuff. There's shenanigans. There's all kinds of videos. Please go through my old videos, check them out, because they're not so old, some of them actually, and I thought this YouTube would be a great idea to show what I like to do, and hopefully you enjoy it too. So I appreciate you coming by Dan's Tiny Garage, and I usually say, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing it well. Yeah, I say that a lot, but really, that's all I can do. It's just words, you know. You got to take care of yourself, because nobody else will. That's all I got for this episode of Dan's Tiny Garage. I hope you enjoyed the content, like I said a million times already, and I don't mean to repeat myself, but that's what I do sometimes, because I don't think, and it's just like that, it just comes out of my mouth. But yeah, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing it well, and I hope you're doing it well, and you take care.